and welcome to another exciting episode of Success Coaching for a Better World. I'm Coach Manny Nowak, and I'm fired up today because I'm going to show you something different today. I'm going to show you how people judge a book by its cover. But we already know that, don't we? There's our website. You can find us there, get a hold of us, ring us up, talk to us. Just get a hold of us because we want to help you be successful. Our whole objective is your success in all we do. And don't forget the book. Here it is. I got one for you. Failure Creates Success. That's what we work on each and every day. Failure creates success because that's what makes us great. If we're not out there doing stuff, we're not getting anywhere. So let's go to today's teaching. People judge a book by its cover. And I think we've been taught that and we've been told that many times, but do we really bring it in to understand? One thing you can do is you can look at Apple. And Apple had a philosophy very early that they wanted the outside to look good so that you would know there was a gem inside. Same thing with you. When people see your organization, they know there's a gem inside. And specifically today, I want to talk about the service industry. So let's go look at some this is our 6-pack for today. You know how we've been on that thing for a while now. Let me show you 6 things that'll help your business. Number 1, let's look. Vehicles. What do your vehicles look like? If you're in the service industry and you have company trucks, what do they look like? Are they good looking? Are you like UPS? Do you wash your trucks every night so that when your truck goes out on the road, it looks good? Or is it full of dirt and look like crap? If you're a salesperson, when you pull up in your car, is that sucker clean and washed? Or does it look like you've been out all weekend at the races somewhere or in a dust storm? You gotta look good. If you're driving something and it's representing your company, and it is, it needs to look like it's representing your company. Number 2, driving. How do your people drive? You ever go down the freeway, you're driving down there, and all of a sudden look back and there's this person on your tail? And you're already doing over the speed limit, and you say, what kind of idiot is tailgating me? And so you pull over, and you let them pass you, and a big sign, ABC Company. And you're like, what? Is that the image that you want to project out there about your company? People tailgating, or you see people driving recklessly, or you see somebody driving 80 miles an hour down the road, and you're like, whoa, am I going to do business with somebody like that? You better train your people out there. They're not supposed to do that. Courtesy on the road. I'm driving along, and I'm jammed up here. I can't get in, and this truck lets me in. And what's on the truck? XYZ Manufacturing. Wow. I think I heard of them. It does make a difference. Number 3. Well, how are your people dressed? If they've got a uniform on, does the uniform look good? Is it in good shape? Or does it have holes in it? Is it ripped? Is it dirty? How's it look? If you're out there, I learned this rule a long time ago, and it's very simple. You always dress just a little bit better than your audience. When I'm out speaking, if everyone's in just a straight 3-button down collar shirt, I'm going to probably wear a tie. Just a little bit above. If you're out there selling and most of your customers are dressed in button-down golf shirts, you should probably wear a tie. If your customer wears a tie, you should probably wear a jacket. Just a little bit different. You remember, you have to set a different image. You have to remember. And is your shoes, have you ever seen somebody walk in? They might be dressed good and they got these beat up looking dirty shoes. Come on. Image is that important. People do judge you by the way you look at it. Yeah, if all things are equal, they are going to look at your clothes. Number 4, your equipment. If you happen to be in a business where you have equipment on site and that type of stuff, how's it look? Is it beat up? Is it destroyed? You know, I order a dumpster and they bring it over. It hasn't been painted in 10 years. It looks like crap. Get that thing out of here. I know it's just a dumpster, but it's you. It's your organization that's represented. That's great advertising. If I ride by and I see a dumpster from Jones Company and it looks good, I'll remember, oh, that was a dumpster from Jones Company. You know I need a dumpster? How about that? Facilities. Now, what does your office look like? What do your facilities look like? Both inside and outside. Do they represent what you are, who you are? When I walk in, is it organized or is it a mess? When you know the thing, you always heard the thing about hospitals. What's the thing people remember most about hospitals? The food. I know it's ridiculous, but it's true. And what are people when they walk in and they see your shop and it looks like crap? They will remember. And finally, the thing that I've always taught people is, what is the attitude of your people during the off hours? When I meet them people, you know how much business is done on the sidelines at a soccer field, at youth soccer? How much business is done in the stands at a Little League field? Tremendous amount of business, tremendous amount of recommendations. And if I represent your company, am I telling those people, yeah, I work for Jones Manufacturing, they suck? Is that what I'm saying? Of course not. I need to have the right attitude. You need to teach that. People don't naturally have it. I'm sorry, they don't. So there's 6 keys for you to package your service. Remember, make sure your vehicles look good. Look better than everybody else's. When there's vehicles from 4 different or 5 different companies lined up outside of a place where you're delivering stuff, your vehicle looks the best. It shines. Make sure your people are driving great. Make sure your people are dressed to the T. Make sure your equipment looks good. Make sure when I walk into your facilities, they look good. And finally, when I talk to somebody who works for you, they're always pumping. That's today's tip. People do judge a book by its cover. What's the cover of your organization look like? This is Coach Manny Nowak. Don't forget, get your copy of Failure Creates Success. If you messed up in these areas, it's okay. That's what we try to teach you. What have you learned and what are you going to do with that? If you've been out there doing bad in one of these areas, fix it. Coach Manny Nowak saying, have a great week. Go out there, make one of these changes this week, and watch what happens.